Okay, we're going to talk a little bit more about using the pen tool. So I've gone back and I've redimmed my illustration, my image here so that it is ready for the illustration. The layer is on its own template layer. The layer is locked so that I cannot move this around. So when you start your illustration on your postage stamp, the best advice I have to say is to start with your big shapes first and go big to small. For the pen tool, again, the shortcut is P, or you can select the little, looks like a little fountain pen icon up here. When you start making your shapes, I'll zoom in a little bit here. So you drop your first anchor point, that's your first click. If you're on a curved path like this here, you see if I just go straight across, it's going to cut off part of the mushroom. You click and hold and drag, and it fits around that. Now, if you want to make sure that it is, to make it a little more easy to adjust down the road, if you click the center, it gets rid of one of those anchors. Otherwise, it gets a little fiddly when you're trying to adjust this. Or you notice the color is trying to fill. So you can change that over here. You can just, you see this little swap key. You can reverse it so it puts it on the outside. And if you want to change that color, you can just double click it. And I'll go to my swatches where I made my nice little mushroom red here and use that. All right, so continuing on, I can create another one and curve it a little further out. Obviously that's too much. I did that to exaggerate, so once you see it, and I want to go back and I'm going to adjust it. And you can just, you click, hold, and drag until you make the curve, unless of course you're making a straight line, and click the little anchor point in the center and it will delete one of those, what is called a handle. When you create a curve, it creates two little sticks that are sticking out, which you'll see. I'll do it here. You see how I drag and it makes two? Those are called handles, and handles are how you adjust the curve. So I just want one, so I just will do click to delete that. All right, so for the rest of this, just to make this simpler, I'm going to go in really big shapes. See if we can get into adjusting this. And I want to close the shape. So anytime you make a shape like this, if you want to be able to fill it with the color, this is not always, this is just for this situation. Let me get it over here. But you want to go over here again with the little circle, how it shows up. You see how it, that little tiny circle, that means it's going to close the shape. But you can click and hold and still drag that shape. Okay, so now I have this entire shape filled out. I swap to my selection tool, and you can either do this little swap icon here, or the shortcut key is Shift X. And now to adjust this, these anchor points here, I'm going to go to my direct selection tool. We talked about this earlier. So selection, see that I can move this whole piece. But for a direct selection, you can go, now right now, it's got every single one of the anchors highlighted. You see they're all bright red, but when I click one of them, then I can work on just that anchor. And see, I can adjust it and make it fit to my image. So where this one is out really exaggerated, I can adjust that to make it a lighter curve. So you just click the anchors, and then you can use the handle to adjust the shape. And I promise the more you do this, it will get easier over time. And usually when I'm making a picture, what I'll do is until I get ready to fill in the whole picture, just so I can see all the different details of the image behind the illustration, I will leave these as outline. So that way you can still see what else needs to be made. So I'm going to make all these little white circles and things of that nature. I know that those still need to be done. So this is one further tutorial. I'm sure we'll be getting more into this in class and you'll get some hands-on practice, but hopefully this helps you understand it.